The cost of living is killing me.
First thing, everybody working and serves in the dirt, and the worst things, we're tightening our purse strings.
We've been here for 34 years.
And have you ever seen things as bad for your customers?
Never, never. In all the years that we've been here, we've never seen it this bad.
Yolanda Small's family have come to know many of their customers over the decades. But in recent times, there's been a tension.
We're getting a lot of complaints because every time we order stock, we have to put the prices up, unfortunately, and everybody's feeling it, yeah.
There are worries we're seeing the ingredients for a recession as the soaring cost of food and drink has pushed inflation into double digits. This is only the fourth time in 70 years that inflation has breached 10%. The government has been accused of being missing in action, its party preoccupied with the leadership election. There's a feeling here amongst some people we've spoken to that the two rival candidates just don't get what they're going through during what's been described as a cost of living emergency. There's an empty parade of market stalls here in the Victoria Centre. Many businesses never recovered from lockdown, and the council is considering the market's future to try and save much needed money. The Market Cafe isn't sure how many more weeks they'll have left to trade.
You go 1 week, you go for the same item the following week, and it's gone up in price.
Carol Ann Pemberton and her sister Jenny Johnson had just treated themselves to breakfast at the cafe.
Why don't the government do something about it?
Do you think they've been a bit preoccupied, the government, because they're trying to pick a new leader?
And yes, and now, I mean, we've got on the verge of a new Prime Minister. We need the Prime Minister that's coming in now is to take note of people such as me and people that's not well off.
Do you think Labour would do any better?
Well, they're just sitting there arguing amongst themselves when it's the people that count.
And it's the poorest people who'll be hardest hit because they have to spend a greater proportion of their household income on energy, food and drink. Under the current rate, those on the lowest household incomes are experiencing inflation of nearly 11%. The richest fifth are facing an 8.5% rate. But by October, that gap may widen even further, with the poorest fifth facing a rate of nearly 18%, compared to the richest, who'll face an 11% rate.
The two leadership contenders and the Prime Minister should be sitting down together to say, what are we going to do about this? What can we do to alleviate that situation? We, the Labour Party, have gripped it. We've put forward a fully costed, comprehensive plan to freeze energy bills.
My message to your viewers, whether they are small businesses or families who are really struggling, who are really worried, as you say, is that we'll be ready for more support as the new Prime Minister comes in.
But the new Prime Minister won't be voted in until September, with a dissonant drop in people's real incomes in the face of a 40-year inflation high. There are growing calls for the government to intervene now to help the most vulnerable.
When the weather starts turning and they're getting geared up for Christmas, I think that's going to be a big panic.
At Tracy Cully's salon, they had to put their prices up back in February. They're still busy for now, as people have gone back to working in offices and going out after lockdown. But customers are having fewer treatments.
We've not had a massive rise. We had a rise in February, which was just £1 on
So you put your
service.
prices up in February?
Yeah, just to cover for the wages, the price increase and things like that. But we are still getting a lot of our regulars coming in, but mainly they're kind of talking about the price increase on the food shopping, bus fares that are going up, travel costs.
And if today's inflation rate is alarming, it's set to soar even further in October to over 13% when the energy cap rises. Darshna Soni, Channel 4 News, Nottingham.